Hello, I'm filming. I'm on my own because I get really nervous. Hi, welcome to Thread. I'm back with another daily in our studio. So today I'm going to be talking a little bit about fashion's reckoning with racism and how it's an issue that runs far too deep to ignore any longer. So in the wake of the recent killing of George Floyd and the protests that were sparked worldwide in the following weeks, brands were very quick to jump on the bandwagon and stand in solidarity with the BLM movement, which has seen a very, very significant turning point in terms of its exposure. So while this was very, very invaluable, the sizable donations and the use of influential platforms to spread awareness is of course a really great thing for a movement like BLM. But it did lead people to question whether or not it had genuine intentions or if it was just a marketing stunt. The fashion industry has had an issue with racism for decades now, and it's basically come to a head and realised that it just cannot continue the way that it's going. Anna Wintour has since come forward and formally apologised for the lack of, interest from Vogue specifically in amplifying black voices. And while it has been wholeheartedly embraced by the industry itself, a lot of critics are basically questioning whether or not that's enough. Obviously, Anna Wintour is a huge presence in the fashion industry and her voice is very powerful. So for her not to have resigned, it's a little concerning in that it shows an inherent reluctance from the industry to truly change. And I think that's very valid. I think that in order to show true support towards BLM, towards people of colour, towards everyone that they've discriminated against in the past, there needs to be some serious changes. R29 Stories is essentially a Twitter account that has come forward to give people a platform in which they can share their accounts of mistreatment. And there have been hundreds. It's very shocking to see how many people have felt like they've had no room for growth, like they've been put in lesser roles compared to their white peers. And Diet Prada is basically seconding this and calling out, brands like Anthropologie, Versace, Moschino for standing in solidarity with BLM, but then having issues of racism at their own companies. And what's interesting is that brands and these media companies alike, while they've made plans to diversify, expressing an interest in, changing their ways is one thing, but genuinely acting is another. Essentially, concrete solutions are hard to prescribe, but fashion can and must improve. The industry needs to set measurable and achievable targets, and it also needs to acknowledge that a genuine reconstruction of the entire industry is in order. The CFDA have come forward and said that the world is in pain, that the industry is in pain, and standing in solidarity is just not enough. With the accounts that have popped up since the killing of George Floyd, exposing the industry for its wrongdoings, fashion really has no place to hide anymore. It needs to make change, and I'm really hoping that it doesn't sit this one out. If you'd like to read the article, head over to our new website at thread.com and be sure to let us know what you think in the comments and give us a like and a subscribe. Bye.